Man, it's kind of crazy coming back to this again. Alright, let me know if at any point the audio balance seems off, because I had to change some volumes around. So I just got these new headphones, right? And they sound lower than the ones I had before. So I had to adjust my OBS volume for those and put them lower than normal. I think I had them at 40, but it's at 100 now. So the game audio that's coming through OBS, I can actually hear it. But I can hear it now, but I had to boost my volume like crazy on OBS in order for the game audio not be stupidly low. But from the looks of it, it looks like it should be fine. Like y'all can hear the music right now, it's kind of low. The music ain't loud in this section, but I guess I'll find out. Somebody will complain if the balance is off. I'm just concerned if it might be too loud. I'll have to play something and find out. Okay. I don't even know where I'm even gonna... Because today, I need to go backwards and fix these files up. Because the file I have currently, I wouldn't say is very accurate for all bosses run. So I need to go back and we need to keep some things and not sell them this time. I say somewhere about Act 2 would be a good spot. I want to say probably right before Bellius, actually, because that's where you sell some stuff. Might be some things in there I need to keep. So maybe right... Actually, no. We'd fight Hermit Drill. So actually, right here would be a good spot. I think putting it at 100 might be too loud for me. Yeah, I might have to lower this. Holy fuck. Let's try 85. Because if I lower it through my mixer, through the PC, it'll lower it for you guys too, because it's just streaming the audio directly from my PC. But I think that's about where it was, how I had it before. You know, mic level versus desktop audio. Anyway, y'all just let me know how the audio balances throughout the stream. I know I'm gonna have to adjust this a million times to get it perfect again. All right. Damn, now that I think about it, it might be better to do this after Medusa, because I gotta get those materials too. I guess it wouldn't matter too much, since it's not like you're gonna be using MAs. anywhere in the run before you beat Duke. Yeah. Damn, I should have wrote down all that stuff I was synthesizing when I was messing with all this stuff. I don't remember it all now. Yeah, I might actually need to jot this stuff down. Okay. I know we're gonna need some air stones. Get some free ones in the Oasis. The geostones could be stolen. Why do I feel like there's something else I need to make? I'm gonna just stick with this for now. Ooh, buddy, it feels weird going from Definitive Edition back to this. I gotta get used to this again. Oh man, these resources are kind of butt. Sure, I'll still beat them, but yeah. Okay, I know we usually run Rita for Bellius, but however, I think Carol will be better on this fight. Do I have is there a save point near this boss? I don't think there is. I have to leave the whole place. I guess the exit ain't too far away. My Grace's apologist? I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that before. A Grace's apologist. Most people out here playing that game love it. So that's just kind of weird to hear. Okay, I think I made this to practice right before a still. So let's turn it into this. What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me. You can't go back in because of fucking LeBlanc. Okay. I can't use this. I did not know that. I forgot they're actually chasing you at the end of this place, so you either have to beat them here. Alright. I have to use this then. That is very annoying. Yeah, this seems to be the pretty common opinion that I've heard of it. Like, the story is supposed to be silly, honestly. I don't think they intended for that to be serious at all. I mean, just based on like the art style and like how silly the characters act on average. Real talk though, I think my biggest beef with the game is not directly the game itself, but the fact that Bamco was completely obsessed with trying to like recreate the magic of the combat and just never truly recovered. Because we got Vesperia that tried to do it again. Vesperia in a way tried to do it again. And then Arise is like doubling down on like what Vesperia tried to do and then still keeping some form of Grace's stuff in it. So they just been trying continuously over and over again to like make another Grace's. I think they've just been high off of, you know, people have been praising the combat like back when it was out, and they were like, damn, we need to try to do that again, and they just never could get people to praise it like Grace's again. I don't know why they've been trying so hard. They didn't just, you know, drop it and try to at least try to just do an LMBS Tales again. Traditional, you know? Go back to basics, but they didn't seem too interested in that, I guess. I don't know. I just never understood why they were so obsessed with trying to do Grace's style Tales over and over and over again. Like, y'all clearly don't understand why people liked it. Y'all tried like 3 times afterward. But I don't know. They don't want to go back, so I guess we'll never know. We'll never go back. That's assuming if the next game tries to do it again. Alright, I need to remember what this guy's stats are and what he's weak against. I know he's weak against some pretty weird things. Yeah, that's what it was. He's weak against water. This guy is weak against water. Alright, do I have anything water-based besides Rita spells? I don't think I do. So I don't think I can abuse his weakness without using like Champagne or something. She's not going to have T-Wave this early in the game. That's another thing too. Like, the devs that made the combat that everybody knows and loves, they just got thrown onto Tales of the Race. Been trying to tell people, man. Like, those people that... The times of you loving, like, Team Symphonia combat and all the other stuff, they're not working on the mainline games. They're doing mobile games and shit now. Well, I don't think they're doing that now since Raze is gone, but at the time they were. I'm not even sure if Champagne will really help here more than Carol. I'm gonna try Carol first. And if for some reason Champagne's better, then I guess we'll run that. Why are you running Riot? Yeah, this file has like no gels either. Which makes sense, I mean, you're really not supposed to have much of anything. 48 seconds, okay. I think Rita throwing a spell or two in there might have helped. God, this volume is still too loud for me though. That's the thing, because you think you might have the perfect balance, and then you get into battle, and then everything's got explosive volume to it. Yo, why is Steam doing this right now. Alright. I'm going to be adjusting my volume a lot in the stream, so bear with me here. Wish my headphones weren't so drastically different in volume, but so I don't need a game volume overpowering me. I should be louder than the game, just like ever so slightly. Alright, we're gonna try this first. Bro, I got 3 bots in a row in Kick Chat before you showed up. Tired of streaming to no one? Yeah, dude, thanks. I probably should actually... Let me see if I can just like... Well, actually no. Let's do this fight first. So I'm gonna give her... I could try Champagne to see if how much it helps, but I don't... Its magic defense is lower than its physical defense, so maybe that could help. I don't know. Because they called the Tails dead. If that's the reason, then okay, I'll accept that sacrifice. But if this next Tails combat is butt, then yeah. We're just cooked. I don't know if I should do that, because that hits a lot of times. Let's not do that. 35. Okay. Maybe it was I got lucky. Who knows? Meteor Storm spam? I was thinking about doing that if I lost too many times myself. I first tried it though. He did take every life bottle I had. Admittedly, I still didn't fully understand every little detail with the boss, because I killed his body parts a few times, but then they just kept coming back, so I was like, okay, something's reviving it. Unless it's like something really, really terrible, like you have to kill all body parts within a certain time frame, or they're just gonna come back forever. I don't know, like, they didn't allude to anything like that, so I just figured one of the body parts, like every single body part of the boss, like, was assigned a certain role. Like, 2 of his tails were like doing some zoning shit with shooting the poison and contamination projectiles. The heads were casting spells and stuff. So I was figuring that one of the heads was a healer. I just didn't know which one. But I guess I killed it by accident, so it worked out. It's a very chaotic boss. Like, I've heard of his name and everything. I just didn't expect him to move like that. He was over here charging me and stuff like a Monster Hunter boss. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know. When I think of a dragon, I think of him being a little more clunky in movement than that. Dude was hauling ass. That shit surprised me. But yeah, that's got to be the most chaotic boss I've ever played in Tales. I can't think of anything more chaotic than that thing. Okay, so I'm gonna give Carol another shot. Kind of the crappy thing is, since we got all those levels, he has to learn a bunch of arts here too. So that could be messing with the time and stuff, because I think time's still running as he's learning all that stuff. So that could be giving me some inaccurate data about that. But it could also be a good thing, because he's got to learn this stuff at Egothor Forest when the party splits up. So this could mean that I don't have to do that and I can just kill the enemies and ignore all that. Okay. Damn, I wish I had, like, a water weapon or something. I'm trying to think if you get one at this early in the game. I can't think of anything. That is so unfortunate. $38. That's with all the Carol arts being learned, so technically that's faster. That was pretty good. Although I did get a 5 chain on that boss. So that should have been faster based off that. I'm not entirely sure which one I'll do. Let me check if there's any water weapon I could pick up. Possibly make this faster. Like a Raven bow or something. I think Raven only has one water weapon though. It's gotta be something. Yeah, he has Splash Bow, but Splash Bow's like right before Alexei, so that's not a good choice. Oh right, Ice Coffin, but only Estelle can use that. And that's a freaking secret mission on Bellius, who's the very next boss. So that's not gonna work either. That's really weird. Why can't Yuri even use Ice Coffin? Oh, Vorpal Sword. Where is that at, though? I bet you that's at Zofir or something like that. Let's look this up. Your grade was higher with Carol. Grade will probably be a factor. I don't know how much I'll have by the end of it, but those new Game Plus perks are expensive as hell. I was looking at them last night. They were a lot more expensive than I remember. I'm still not sure which ones I'm gonna take. Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, the main head did have the most HP. But I was sort of thinking it. Well, my first approach with the boss at first was like, first of all, I didn't even know which one to attack first. So I was just thinking, okay, maybe attack the one with like the least annoying resistances or the ones with not stupid amounts of HP. I just chose a body part, one of the heads. I think I went after the middle head or something like that. Or, I forgot if the middle head was the healer or the main body was. It was one of the two. But whichever made the monster fall down, I guess. Okay, I think you have to make this thing. There's no chest data on this. Froststone, Wolf Fang, Wolf Sickle, Large Claw. Yeah, that's not happening. That is not happening, friends. Oh, there's Dane Nomos, but only if you could get that earlier. Moonlight Aqua. Flynn only. Okay, so Yuri's a bust on that. Carol only has one hammer, and that's also in Zade, so yeah, I have no options. Besides Rita spells, I have no options, so it's literally champagne or nothing. Yeah, I don't think it'd be worth it for this guy, because you still kind of kill him fast. I was just trying to see if, like, there'd be something that I would have along the way already. Let's check Repeat. Repeat should get a water weapon, right? He gets a lot of elemental weapons, actually. Mizuchi. I think that's actually in the desert. Yeah, that's definitely in the desert. Okay. I'd have to pick up the Mizuchi if I want something. That should work. I forgot how far away it was off. Actually, I don't even know how long it'll take to pick that thing up. Delusion Dispersion, was that the one that gave Guardian Field? Or is that something else? I can check real quick. Actually, no, Guardian Field was something else. It was Bastion, I think. Oh, Frigid Blast. And Dispersion gives Shredding Palm. Yeah, Shredding Palm. And both of them together, of course, is the water version of Divine Wolf, which is his burst art. Which I wouldn't say I need any of those. The other one, the first one I mentioned, is the altered art of Final Gale, so that's not happening at all. But yeah, I think I'll just stick with this strat of just using Carol. Because from the looks of it, when he goes into his shell, not even spells can hurt him, so might as well just deal with it. I'm gonna just run Carol. Not gonna lie, this still kind of feels loud. Let's try 60. Hope that's not too low. Okay, that was a little bit worse. So, I think going for the chain might be worth it. I'm gonna try one more time and try to aim for a 5 chain. I might have a chance of skipping that overlimit phase too, but even if I don't, you should die shortly. Yeah, this is shortly after you do the big Medusa strat. Your whole party gains about 20 levels off of it. It's just so weird that a crab is weak against water. He blows bubbles too. It's such a weird weakness. Okay, that should work. Carol didn't have to learn all that stuff then. You could actually have time to get some pain shots in. That's the one crappy thing about this. I might actually bring Rita though, because of that. Because another thing too, well, I didn't really have much problem getting the chain, but Champagne is also blue, so that could help in opening it. I'm still not sure which one would be better though, because like, I bring him here for the pain shots, but if he can't get a lot of pain shots in, then I don't even know if that's really worth it. It's so hard. I think Rita might, on average, be better just based off that. I just feel like the Champagnes might contribute more. It's really hard to tell. Because like I said before, even though, you know, he's learning all this stuff here, that means he doesn't have to learn it later. Oh, there's money there. What is this? Oh. That's what he was guarding? Okay. Yeah, this is the... I like to call this part of the game the turning point for the run, because you're basically fighting for your life this entire run. Like, every boss is just... It's just one huge just fight for your life. Every single boss that you come across. But then you do the Medusa strat. Now you're around this level. And now you're destroying everything. At least until, like, the tail end of this act. Which may seem like it wouldn't save time, but it does. You invest about 5-6 minutes, I think, to do that strat. It's like the fight itself is about 3-4 minutes. It's just 3-4 minutes of like a lot of mashing and combo rhythm. But the time you save on all these bosses doing that is nuts. It's definitely worth it. Okay, so this is what I was really concerned with, is like keeping these weapons. So I had to go backwards for one thing. There's a lot of elemental weapons that I sell around this point. Let's save here first. Was Gald a concern? Gald is a concern in like most Tales games at the beginning. Why do they remove it? What? I did not know that happens. That is very weird. Alright, usually you sell all of this. Keep the Flame Birch. So, let's see. Death's Wind. Yeah, none of these are actually element besides these two. So I could actually afford to do that. I'm contemplating on if I want to keep this, because the alternate art with this isn't too bad. But I could just use Dragon Upper as usual. So I might part away with it. Who cares? So I'm trying to think, is Act 3, when I come here and sell all that stuff, bigger point? Let me think. There's no other Gigantos I should be fighting. I was thinking about fighting Green Menace in Act 2, but it would actually be better to do it in Act 3 because you have to go back there to get Nebulum anyway, and you can't get that in Act 2 because of the ring upgrade that you have to get. So it might be the Nordopolica menuing in Act 3 I should look at instead of Act 2. Although there are a couple of things, extra things I should be picking up in Act 2 that won't be on that file. I guess I could just backtrack for that stuff. There's Heavy Magic Impaction. I think I should get that. There's that one Rita weapon in Zalde before you fight Alexei. Yeah, we'll just have to backtrack and get that stuff. My only real concern is like how the LP is gonna look. So it should be this one right here. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, Ares. I might keep that. This file keeps riot. What the fuck? Dark Avenger +1? Oh, I forgot you get that thing from the minigame. I'll remember the Rita weapon. That's right, that's right. I was wondering where in the world that came from. I completely forgot you get 2 weapons instead of 1. Okay, Breaker Bow, we gotta keep that. Splash Bow, we need to keep that. Jiraiya, we need to keep that. So we need to keep this too, because it's just a stronger version of it. That's kind of weird, it doesn't have any magic attack on it, even though it's an upgraded version of it. I feel like I should keep this too for Fatal Exceed. Because that's still 50% more damage on Fatal Strikes. I don't see any reason why not to keep that. I think I'm going to forego Rising Phoenix on Flynn so I can just get rid of that. Definitely keeping that this time. I need to test the combination 2 thing. Huh, I do pick up Psychedelica. Or at least this file did. But we're keeping that, because that has a skill we're going to need later. Picked up the Falcon Edge. Man, this file picked up everything out of Zofir. What in the world? Okay, I think that's what we should really sell. I think it'd just be safe to sell just that for now. Yeah, we don't need none of that. Okay, let's see if I can still afford everything I usually buy. Okay. Yeah, we can easily afford that. Let's look at the rest of this stuff. I think Repeat's got one of these equipped. I think it's a +1 version. Gotta keep that around. Okay, let me pull up Rita's weapons real quick. So Psychedelica +1 Alpha has Spelling. We need that for Arena. What if Perfect Green had something? I think it had Gale on it. Yeah, 1 beta had Gale. So we're not going for Thunderblade. feel like there was something else I need to buy here, but damn, I don't know what it is. Alright. I think I'll just leave it at that for now. There's a kendama I'll buy for her too, but I think that's in another town. Yeah, Nova. Yeah, that's in Mantaic, actually. Okay, that's something I probably should be buying before I fight Hermit Drill, then. So, okay, going back to that file, I could check that, too. Check to make sure you can actually buy that thing there. I'll just save this so. Action. Okay, yeah. I just need to confirm if you can even buy it then, or I have to wait till Act 3. His over limit boost would be really nice to have. But if I can just gather this stuff and get a head start on learning it, it'd be pretty cool. Because I don't think as far as Rita's skills go in Act 2, you really worry about any of them at all. Yeah, it is there. Cool. Alright. That works out. Alright. So I could grab this here early. 245. What are the stats on it versus what she's got now? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's physical attack. Because it's a whip. And she's got to worry about this first. It's like the only skill that she worries about getting. Okay, so I guess I just swap it to that. I forgot when she learns Magic 2, though. Because even after that, there's another weapon got to pick up in Bakshin. I don't think she has it mastered by then. I could quickly check that. What's up, CBS? Oh no, she hasn't learned. So I could swap it there. Okay. Either heavy magic or this. Although the weapon for it is at the beginning of this place, and I'm not walking all the way back for that. Okay, I'll worry about that later. Let's just concern with this Notapolica thing first. Assuming it's not some freak case of getting extra LP from somewhere, but I don't think his files did anything like that. But I think I kept all the important elemental stuff up to this point. Okay, we still got Jiraiya. Okay. Guess we can... Dude, I told you, man, like A just makes you go through flaming hoops. to go just to the dungeons, and then you got to do the dungeons themselves. That's Dungeon 7, by the way. You still got the 8th one. And the 8th one got you going through some shit, too. So, how early exactly can I get these ring upgrades? I do need to test that too. So I'm still not sure about that. I feel like you can get at the beginning of Act 3. I'm gonna try after this cutscene. I'm gonna grab this too. Cover any money troubles I might have. But yeah, the 8th dungeon's got you coming in and out. Actually, no, I think it's all one thing. But you gotta do a bit of traveling to get to it. I think it's at the corner of the map or something. It's been a while. Oh, yep, gotta tap the D-pad to swim. Didn't you like Mermaid's Cave? Had to do the Goron minigame to get the key? I will say though, are you planning on doing a link transfer playthrough? Because if you're doing ages first, then you'll thank yourself later for that. Because if you did seasons first, and you did a link transfer from seasons to ages, ages has you playing those mini games again to get the transfer exclusive stuff. Oh, no, Seasons is way more straightforward than Ages. They're nothing alike. They have completely different philosophies for their design, trust me. You'll like it better. Because I can already tell you're getting tired out from all the running around, but Seasons doesn't make you do that. Oh, I never got all the rings. You'll have to do that. Like, a good chunk of those rings are RNG anyway. I wouldn't bother with getting all the rings. Alright, yeah, that's right. I was gonna see... Alright, let's see if we can, let's see what side quests we can start from here. So I think this would be a good time to look into that stuff. Okay, so Hiska and Shastel aren't here. Makes sense because Flynn isn't in your party, but I want to make sure still. Let's see if I can go to the rock formation then. Nope. There's some pretty fun ones and some pretty useful ones, but yeah, there's a lot of like hyper specific ones. I wouldn't mind if they brought something like the ring system back though. It's one of my favorite things about the game. Damn, if only I remember where the rest of them are. I know there's one near Nordopolica. Let's try that one. There's this one ring I like to use as sort of a joke, where it had like this really, really low chance when you swing your sword that it'll do an insta-kill. And it has a very distinct sound that plays when you swing it, if it activates. Yeah, that one. That one's pretty funny. Then there's the other ones like increases your bomb damage, increases your bomb throwing distance and stuff like that. Seasons and Ages also have their own exclusive ones. There's like a red ring and blue ring, like double attack, double defense. They're like the attack and defense rings, but they don't decrease your other stat for increasing the other. Okay, it's one near the hot springs, but I have to discover that place first. Actually, there's one near here too. Let's go here first. Damn. Yeah, I think you can't do this until after Flynn. I might have to save this until then. There's only one more I haven't been to. Damn, bros, that kind of sucks. But I'm starting to think a lot of this stuff doesn't get unlocked until that point of Act 3. Yep. Alright, so I shouldn't concern myself with starting the side quest until I beat Flynn then. Alright, well. So I guess Act 3 will just continue as normal. One thing I could try out, I could try to see if I could beat Brucius early. But I don't think that's worth it, because he takes a lot of hits to kill that early in the game, even at my level. Where's that save point at? Yeah, this one. I know there's one for like helping you not slip on ice too. If like, I don't know, ice slipping annoys you for some reason. You have one to increase your boomerang throwing distance.
決まったわね。
俺様も飛びたいもんだ。
飛べばロックブレイク。
うわー
I've never seen that activate here. What the fuck?
すぐ楽にしてやる。
Oh wait, is what it is on? Okay, I'll make a save just for this, so I don't have to keep doing that fight. Like, I would highly recommend against doing this because of resource problems, but I'm gonna still try it again. Alright, where's our friend? Oh, he's not this way. There he is. Whatever you doing? Oh, come on. Okay, you can't be staggered all of a sudden. What the fuck? I just do not have the resources for this. Yeah, I'm already... Wow. Positioning. God. Okay, I don't know how he fucking died there. Yep. Yeah, I think Carol's better for this one. Damage was definitely lacking there. Meant to bring him the first time anyway, but I didn't. Even then, though, you do beat him here, I still think it's not really worth doing. Great time to learn that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Boy. For fuck's sake. Okay. That's totally not annoying. Oh my god, the one time. Okay. That was a messy ass fight, but yeah, Carol's definitely better to bring. I had one life bottle to spare. There was a few cycles there where I wasn't getting shit in though. That should have been faster. But yeah, I just think that's too long of a fight. Even if it was clean, it's still like 2 minutes. And then just coming in here later when you have miracle gels and stuff like that on you, I just think it's better. So I think when I came in here in Act 3, I beat him in like under a minute or something like that. But the reason he's so fucked up is because his stats are identical to Duke's first form. So you're basically fighting the first form of the final boss. You fight that dude immediately. That's why he's so tough. Yeah. Like, it's not exactly the same, right? The first one is that monster I fought. The second one's Duke. So, yeah. That's what I'm dealing with. So he's possible, it's just annoying. And I don't think it's worth it, because he burns so much resources, and that fight took 3 freaking minutes. That's not even with menuing time. So I don't think that's... Like, I guess if you wanted to show off, because you don't really see that every day, like somebody beating that guy first attempt at first encounter, but I have to time the travel time coming in here again, but I still think it would end up being faster. Yeah, he's probably, as far as like any of the Gigantos are concerned, I think first like encountering him, like where you are currently, normally in the story, he's the toughest by far. Definitely one you need to come back again and fight. At least I would advise doing so. Alright, so we're gonna leave that alone. I was just reminding myself like how long it takes to kill that thing. I knew it was pretty long. So let's go back to Nordopolica, yeah. Why are you calling me that? How did I get 2 of these? What the fuck? How did I get 2 second stars? You only get 1 from the Estelle fight. How did I get a second one? All Burton boys are the same. Yeah, we're just a bunch of terrible bullies. Yeah, so I guess the rest of this is just gonna go as normal. At least one person agrees with you. I wouldn't take that as a win. Quite honestly. So can I do day and night cycles here? I think that's also not until you finish Arnian. So I'll worry about the desert later. One thing I was thinking, at least having your over limit bar to 3, give you 1 extra one for Gusios, which could be nice. But we'll map this out right. I think most of the extra stuff that all bosses is gonna have is going to be much, much later. Huh. Why are bears here again? I guess after the Empire leaves this place, the bears just come back? And their monsters are just gone? What the fuck? Move, fatty! Jesus Christ. Definitely has a wider hitbox than whatever that thing was, the deer or whatever it is. Just kill this guy real quick. He'll be super free now. Kaboom. Now, that was 16 seconds. That's still gonna be slower than coming back another time. Unless there was something else here to get, but there isn't. It's better to beat him when you come back. You have to go back through this place again after Medusa anyway. It's a much better time to do it. You'll be much higher level. And you can beat him in like 30-40 seconds. Okay, we already went there, so I guess we're going to Release. Let me see, can I fight Bloody Beak while I'm back here? Let me see if he shows up. Would be very convenient, maybe, probably, if I could fight him. Or if he doesn't appear until a certain point of the story. I kind of forget if he appears in a certain part of this map here. He's back here somewhere, he just randomly spawns. I think it's a certain patch of this area though. Now, I probably wouldn't fight him at this point, because you gotta go fight Chroma around this point of the game. Where the hell is he at, though? So I imagine if Brutal shows up, these guys gotta show up too. Like Griffin, Bloody Beak, and Brutal, I think all show up at the same time. I might just be getting screwed by the variables here. So I don't know, the starfish that shows up at night was also finicky like this. Dang. Oh, I think this is the place where I fought him. Maybe? Fuck, I don't know. Oh, you could actually walk all the way around. Didn't know that. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that he probably doesn't appear yet. Unless it was a small part of the land, because I remember I had to be back here for the starfish. I don't think they're both in the same area, are they? Don't think that should matter. I think Bloody Beak can appear anywhere. Yeah, I guess he's just not here yet. Okay. So, if he doesn't appear here, so I'm gonna go to the hot spring and see if I can make Griffin appear. And if he can't appear, then I'll just assume that they all just run on the same trigger. Yeah, all bosses is every single boss. All Gigantos, all extra dungeon bosses, everything. Even the third form of Duke. And I'm even going back to do the solo fight with Don later on too. That's a boss I'm gonna beat as well. I don't know, Griffin's not appearing either. Okay, I guess this is just too early to do that. I didn't think that really mattered. Thought you could just do this anytime in Act 3. Okay, well, that confirms that. I guess Bloody Beak won't appear because this guy won't appear either. Yeah, he does. He joins your party during certain points of the story, and then he's a permanent party member by the end of the game. Yeah, he's not here. Okay, guess there's Brutal. Oops. Well, what the fuck? Brutal's there. He instantly appears for me. Damn, what makes the birds so different? That's really weird. That's really, really weird. So you must run on a different trigger, because birds aren't there at all. Six holy bottles. Ah, man. Let me reload my save. I used up so many holy bottles. So weird. Again, it's not like I would do those fights that early. There's not much you gain from it. But man, that is mad weird. Yeah, Flynn's only really used in the new game run like one time. And that's in a Barbos fight. He's slightly better than Rapide. He'd probably be a permanent contributor to the party if you actually got to keep him for any decent amount of time. But you can't really invest into him because he just comes and goes. Okay, all of this should just be business as usual. But the reason I was bothering with all that stuff is because since I have to come here already for this story bit, I was thinking maybe I can upgrade my ring before I come here and I don't have to take a double trip, but I'm gonna have to take a double trip because they don't let you upgrade your ring at this point of the game. Oh yeah. I forgot where those stone guys are at. I think they're towards the end. Oh yeah, there's one right there. Okay, got it. Okay, there we go. What the fuck? Get out of here. Okay, can I get this behind this turtle? Okay, perfect. Now that I think about it, should probably look into weapon switching in this fight. Worry about that later, but that is nothing I should care about as far as skills are concerned. Maybe I should upgrade to Psychedelica right at this part. No. No Patty. You missed my Necropolis stream, man. There's plenty of Patty in there. There was so much Patty there. Where were you at? Oh, that's fair. That's very fair. Absolutely insane. Really hate when she learns her physical arts here. This is like the worst boss to learn them on. That's what the Necropolis stream was. You missed it all. You missed every single thing that you wanted. Go back and watch the VOD. Yeah, I didn't think one of the outcomes was giving overlimit to enemies. Man, I was just thinking though, if you activated that on a boss, would they be able to do a mystic art on you? I've never tried that. I kind of want to try that now. Imagine that. Critical moment on a boss, they get the overlimit, then they use a mystic art on your party. That's crazy. Okay, I guess since I have to warp here, let's see if Clint's here. He's probably not, but let's just see if he is. It'd be a lot more convenient if he is, though. Nope. Didn't think so. It wouldn't make much sense if he was, because they should be at Crystal Lands, but I still gotta check. It's part of the routing process. Man, it'd be so great, too, because, dang. It's a rock formation right there. You could get a ring upgrade and everything. That is a shame. I think now would be a good time though to probably grab those weapons. Let me do that real quick. No. We will not be getting all secret missions. No. I'll probably get a bulk of my grade from the extra dungeons, because bosses give a lot, and you have to fight boss after boss after boss in Labyrinth of Memories anyway. I just don't know how much you will get. Like, that's something I can only really know by going through the whole game this way. It's just that file that I used was mostly a casual file, so it wouldn't really be accurate. I want to say with the strats that I use for the bosses, I often end up getting a lot of grade versus not a lot. Usually it's pretty rewarding, because you do get grade bonuses based on beating things in a certain time limit, and since I'm speedrunning, there's a lot of net positive things that I do in battle. Jaeger's secret mission, oh that one sucks, man. That one sucks. Oh, that one sucks. Yeah, that, in my opinion, that's the worst one in my opinion. I think all the other ones are manageable. It's, you know, mostly just figuring it out yourself if you don't use a guide, but that one just sucks to execute. It's crazy specific. What is that other weapon I was gonna pick up? I guess it was seeing if I could forge the Psychedelica +1. I don't know which one I'd even mess with first. I think heavy magic might be more beneficial because they're not too far away statistically. Hell, I don't even think I'm gonna use Rita for Fenrir anyway, but I will use her for Gusios. Gusios. Just hit it, yeah, just hit it. Just have the boss stand still. Okay, so this part, definitely, you're gonna fight the Giganto here. This one's actually kind of convenient. It's also a group of chests I'm gonna grab. Where he can use fatal strikes on you. Yeah, I thought that was neat, considering he's basically the guy you learn to do it from. Okay, sword whip. I think I need that too. No. Maybe it was the upgraded version? Hold on. Oh yeah, no, that's not it. Okay, I don't need that then. Never mind. Okay, I don't really need that, but it is stronger than... Oh, did I sell the transform blade? I think I did. Well, this is stronger than it anyway. So it's technically a better weapon anyway. Yeah, it's a lot stronger. Yeah, that's convenient. Now I know the Carol weapon, strength 3, you want that. You can do without TP skills. Yeah, he's got like a regular Fatal Strike, and then he's also got a Mystic Art where it's a Fatal Strike. Yeah, I'm always pretty cautious about his Fatal Striking. Does this boss have a weakness? I want to say fire, but... Okay, yeah, I was right. It is fire. Dang, maybe I should have kept Flamberge. I have another fire weapon. I mean, Rapide's got this at least. And even with that, Rita using fire spells, Carol's still gonna be better. Because Pain Shot's just that good. This should not be a hard fight, though. I'm not really concerned. Oh Christ, I didn't even realize it was reversed. Yeah, that was a romp. A straight romp. 54 is not bad. It depends. Because even though it says like weak and strong, there's also percentages behind that. Are these all herbs? I think they are. Okay. So like, okay, this boss, for example, he has a 100% weakness to fire. He has, he's strong against light by 75%. He's weak, also strong against dark by 75%. But then resistances could also list like earth and wind. He's immune to earth and wind completely. And he absorbs water by 90%. So what that means is, whatever your base damage is gonna be, not taking into account weaknesses or resistances, it amplifies it or reduces it by that percentage. So even though your weapon, by raw numbers alone, might be weaker, usually the case, if they're weak against it, it's better to just use it. Unless it's super weak. Like, I'm talking like maybe, I'd say 200, 300 maybe points of attack. I'd probably consider not doing it. I don't think I saved over this one. Yeah, do this one. I should have saved before fighting him, but I'll just come back around and do that. So I'll just take him out. Now, I don't bring Carol to this guy because this guy's actually pretty annoying to not have someone die on. Matter of fact, think I still run this on this guy? Oh, I was still running Blood Trigger on him. I was just talking about how he had a dark resistant. I was running a dark weapon. Whoops. That time should have been better than that. I didn't even realize that. Wow. Okay then. Let's try heavy magic on this guy. There's attack drops. He has like an attack debuffing version of Pain Shot. But yeah, I don't think he has a magic defense version of it. Oh, great. Physical art. I'm trying to think. The only one that comes to mind is Patty. I think one of the critical moment rolls can drop magic defense. I know it can drop attack and stuff like that. I think it drops all stats. I just don't know by how much. %? That's how much it's... Oh, man. If only we can manipulate that. And Patty is one RNG manip away from being the most busted character in the speedrun. I tell everybody this, but that's a big thing to ask for. But if it ever happens, I'm telling you, game is cooked. Not even for that, really. For card gamble. She has a 2% chance of rolling a 5 of a kind, I think. Yeah, 5 of a kind. But she can only roll it in critical mode and advanced. But if she rolls it, the spell does 10,000 base power. And fatal strikes have 300 base power. Just for a little comparison, I think most mystic arts are around 1,000 base power, or something like that. So yeah, that's how strong that stuff can get. It's literally one-shot territory. You know, not taking into account actually like giving her magic boosting skills and stuff. But do remember, it's a 2% roll. I mean, if you're rolling something that low chance, it needs to be strong. Yeah, it's very insane. But I'm just saying, if we could manipulate it, where we can get that roll every time, everything will die. There would just need to be a small little tweak in getting enough experience where she learns it. Because she gets back into the party right after Medusa. Like right before you go fight Outbreakers, she's right there. So if I squeezed, say, I think she learns at a level 46, level 47, or something like that. Somewhere near like the mid to high 40s. So if it'd probably take about maybe 20-30 more chains out of Medusa, which is doable. I just have to buy more melange gels in order to last in the fight more. But if I can squeeze more levels out of that and then go get Patty, she'll scale right to whatever level the party is. So that'll be easy to set up. But you know, committing to a 2% roll and expecting it to carry you without manips is pretty crazy. But if it happens, I'm saying, like, game's cooked. It's over. Things will never be the same. She will destroy this game from the inside out. Yeah, I have no idea either. Like, we don't even know how the RNG in this game works. I wanted to try to take a crack at it to see if I could, like, see something, but I don't really have the tools to look at that stuff. And then even if you find it, you know, you still have to mess with a lot of things to see if you can find a consistency and then see if you could reliably have it work in your favor. There's just a lot of testing that would take. So I don't really worry about it. It's just some dream thought. I don't expect it to actually happen in my lifetime. But man, would it be funny if Patty was the key to breaking the game. More than it's already broken. Because there's been a lot of discoveries over this game's time. Oh my god, what are you doing? Great. Over limit. Am I still gonna make it? Oh, I still made it. When he walked out, I thought he was going to overlimit. He gets it extremely fast at this fight if you don't keep him in a combo. And of course, I don't mess this up in a speed when I'm not speedrunning. The last PB I got, I messed it up. Just casually do the speed strat in the fight and successfully do it. Gotta love that. Whoa. Did I really get the... I never got a Judith airship cutscene, like, right on the trigger. That wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know how that happened. I just realized I wasn't running Highlander either.
お前があまりにもいい男だから見とれちまってよ。何バカな冗談も。ほら、動揺してる場合じゃねえぞ。動揺なんてしていない。隠すな隠すな。真面目に戦えよ。俺でも真面目だぜ。
Oh, and we will be beating Flynn in the solo fight. And all bosses. If you didn't know that already. That does count. It is a boss. Even has a secret mission. Get out of here. Wow. That was kind of messy. I guess the only save point in town is next to the inn. Definitely be saved before this. Don't think I'll lose to him, but... as long as I get long comboed. Oh, I don't... Didn't get healed. What the frick?
さらに腕を上げたな。腕を上げたのは君も同じだろ。お互い無駄に年月重ねてきたわけじゃないか。でもこうして剣を合わせるのはもう何年
Good lord.
ぶりだろう。闘技場でも戦っただろう。忘れちまったか。違うよ。ここまでいろいろあったからね。それにあの時と今は何か違うんだ。奇遇だな。俺もなんかあの時と違う気がする。なんだろうこの感じ。なんだっていいだろう。俺は全力でお前にぶつかってく。それじゃあ僕も全力で君を倒す。倒せるもんなら倒してみろ。
There we go.
勝った。
See? Easy. Easy. Drops an accessory too, yeah, Alexandrite. Don't know if I'll use that though. Probably sell it. Which is a sell for? It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, I gotta be careful what I sell here. Honestly, I might keep just about all this stuff. So I don't know why I have two of these. What in the world happened there? I don't know if I'll need a Saphira or not. Keep one just in case. I don't know if I'll need money when I do all those labyrinth runs. Holy Avenger, Silver Edge, Yo-Yo, Bow. Ah, can't afford the mail. Oh darn, that stinks. Yeah, I think it'd be better to get the mail than the helmet though. So let's just do that. Now I'm broke. I don't know if will I still need Holy Avenger? Yeah, nothing's really stronger than it. I guess I could also do the shop before I fight Flynn. That could also be an option. I don't know how much that's gonna help. How much stronger is Holy Avenger versus Highlander? I don't think it's that big of a difference. Yeah, it's not that big. Magic attack is way better, but that's only gonna affect Azure Edge and nothing else. This one doesn't have a light resist, does he? Oh, never mind. Wait, he's strong against wind and light? What the fuck? Light makes sense, but wind? Okay, yeah, Holy Adventure's bad against him. Don't do that. Yeah, Highlander's the best weapon. %80 resist against both of them. They're equal as well. Okay, well, from this point, now we can start doing side quests. So let me save here. So this is where we can start experimenting and setting things up again. Now, we're still gonna have to go to Tarkaron all the way up to the staircase right before Duke. Because like many other Tales games, you can't get all of the extra content until you watch that one cutscene right before the final boss. Not the one where you fight him, but the one before it. Where they basically tell you that he's up there. And once you view that, then you can do everything. I learned that the hard way. Anybody who was here watching me try to do the other side of Tarkaron before that part, there's 2 buttons I couldn't press. They would not let me press those switches until I watched that cutscene. It's dumb, but that's just how it works. But I know these side quests in particular, I can do these if I want to. We're also going to need to beat Duke too, because we can't use Yuri's second Mystic Art until we beat him. Which kind of makes sense because his Mystic Art is based on the thing you do in the ending. So we got to at least beat him before we do the extra dungeons. I think we can do Colosseum right now. Actually, this would be a really good time to test my theory about Limit Octet. Because I don't even have Limit Trio right now. Let's see. Well, first, we should go to Miorzo. Where's it at? I don't even know where that's located. Oh. Yeah, it's near either Gothor Forest, okay. Works for me. So for all bosses, so here's the deal. The solo arenas have exclusive bosses for certain characters. Yuri fights Flynn, Flynn fights Yuri, Carol fights Nan a second time. But it actually works out because in order to unlock 200 man, you have to do 3 solo clears. Right? So that actually works out. To unlock 200 man, you got to get all the letters, and you have to do 3 different character clears of 100. So it works out. Team battle. Every single party member that you have is a boss, but they will only appear if they're not in your active party, obviously. And there's 9 in total, and 5 of them will appear at the same time, and they're the very, very last fight. Now what's good about that is, since there's 5 and you can only bring 4 at a time, all you need to do is do your first clear with your first 4, completely replace the 4 that you cleared the first one with whatever assortment of 5 characters that are remaining, and then you'll fight the rest of them. So it's just 2 clears and then you're done. The good thing is though, the first clear you do of the highest difficulty of team battle, you get limit octet, and that gives you 8 over limit bars, which is one big reason why I want to go there before Necropolis. Which, that's going to be a lot of testing too, because I need to see if MA2 bombing him will like have any sort of complications to it. Because with all those different body parts, because how it works is this: when you use combination, it boosts the next attack. It doesn't boost like the entirety of the art, right? So that's why combination's good to use with singular hitting arts, because it's only gonna boost the first hit. That's why I use Concealed Wave. It's no different with Mystic Arts. If you try to use combination 3 with Savage Wolf Fury, it's only gonna boost the very first hit of it. And as you know, Savage Wolf Fury hits a bunch of times. So it's only going to benefit the very first hit of it. That's why it's much, much better to use his second one, because it has one gigantic swing. But after that hit, that swing, it has like an AoE damage after it, where it'll hit anything nearby. So one of those body parts is going to explode, but then you still have the rest of them. So it's like, okay, how does it work? If I can help it, which body part do I target first? Can I target it? I'm not sure, because that boss is kind of different as far as that goes, and I don't know how the interaction of that Mystic Art 2 is going to work with that. If I can like aim it, I know I can target, but like I'm pretty sure whichever body part it hits first is going to take the brunt of the damage. And all the other body parts are going to take the AoE damage afterwards. If I can help it, I'd like to take out the one that heals. But if I have 8 bars, then I can do 2 of them before it all goes away anyway. And then just mapping out Necropolis. Like, that place is huge. There's a lot of rooms. You know, I need to see if there's any of the treasures I need to care about getting. Matter of fact, I should look at that map real quick. I can actually look at a map now. I didn't even do that yet. I really want to get Rapide's weapon though, because I think that's the one that gives you that crazy item skill where he doesn't have to worry about item cooldown. That's insane. That is an insane skill. I forgot what skill let him do that. When I was at that part, he was using items and he didn't have to wait the cooldown after he used it. I'm like, whoa, that's broken. That is broken. But I gotta see what skill does that. Because if I can get that and I bring a bunch of limit bottles, if I need to do more, I could just have Rapide keep tossing them over and over again, not have to wait 3 seconds? 5 seconds? That's 5 seconds. Yeah, I don't have to wait 5 seconds in between using items. That's huge, man. It's massive. Absolutely massive. Yeah, this is what a speedy item. I think this is it. What is that on? I hope that's not on a bag. Or whatever his sub-equipment is. Murakumo? Wait, is that his arena item? But I don't know. I might not need to do it because another little neat thing. There's so many different body parts. I can probably use something like Tidal Wave or Meteor Storm and get my over limit gauge back super fast. That's another thing I didn't consider. Huh, it's not listed where you find this. That's very weird. I'm pretty sure that's an arena weapon. It's just not telling me though. Oh no! It's that goofy professor's side quest. Never mind. Oh shit. Okay, no wonder it's that good. It's a side quest weapon. Oh man. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that. No way. No way. Nopers. Yeah, multi-item's crazy. Yeah, because I was worried about dying. The thing was all over the place. So much was going on. I didn't want to, like, have all my resources drained before I even could, like, scan them and, like, know what I even want to do. Oh, do I have to leave the entire place? There's a skill to multi-lens? Okay, the file must not have had it. Yeah, I have no idea. No, this was when I was casually playing Necropolis. Oh, I guess it's 2 in trips? Is that how it works? Okay, I need to test this to see how this works. Team battles. In Arena, like, long time ago. Like, a week ago I did all that. It's on Kurama? Yeah, you picked that thing up in the run. Not for that skill, for something else on it. Oh, +1. Okay, that's why. Yeah, we don't upgrade it. No, we use that thing for Hunter's Fang. Not really. Yeah. Well, part of the reason I was wanting to do Arena before Necropolis is to get the rewards you get for beating Team Arena. Okay, I guess you do have to go to bed twice. That's strange, it's not 1, but it's 2. Nah, no need to lens. I was thinking about doing the Duke 2 secret mission, but nah, don't need glory. It would help a little bit in some areas, but you don't have to have it. Oh yeah, we did all of that. Man, you missed everything. Yeah, before I did the Necropolis streams, I was doing all that stuff. That's what I was streaming, like I think 3 or 4 days before the Necropolis stream. That's what I was doing. I thought you were here for some of that though. Thought I saw you talking in chat when I was doing one of those. Okay, yeah. You gotta sleep twice. I guess it just takes them that long to come up with it. Just wanted to confirm. Yeah, you clear 200 with Rita because she's gonna be faster than anybody in your party. Like, nothing you have is gonna be faster than Tidal Wave and Meteor Storm spam. It's still tough, even though you have all that stuff, because some of those later fights and setups can be really nasty, but it's doable. A Dow's kill earlier? Earlier? You talking about because of Meteor Storm spam, or? Oh. I think you could just kill him with indignation from the beginning. If you know Thunderblade, have the usages and overlimit. Actually, I don't think you have to overlimit. I think you can just do it without it, but you need like it's a pretty, for a speed run, it's a pretty hefty setup. It's like, let me go look it up again. I think it's 200 usages of Thunderblade, but Thunderblade's kind of annoying to get to. I was thinking about getting it though, like just to delete that guy because he's really annoying. The funny thing is, if you use an all divide before you do it, because it's supposed to do max damage, it'll still do half the max damage. Yeah, Thunderblade must be used 200 plus times, even in the scenario mentioned below. The art activates automatically when time travelers below 50% HP and Thunderblade's you. Oh, you have to be over limit level 4. Okay, so you do have to be over limit. So yeah, I don't even know if I'd get 200 usages by then. Because you have to make... There's 2 weapons you have to get for Rita, and you have to synthesize them to... There's 2 different synthesized pathways for both of them. And you have to get the right one. I believe both of them are beta versions of them. But you want the fire and the wind skill. But it would be really nice to delete that guy because Douse is incredibly annoying. He gets an overlimit extremely fast. Well, thankfully I'm not on Definitive Edition. He can't just use laser immediately. Oh yeah, there's still Douse laser, and he could get another overlimit pretty fast if you don't kill him fast enough. I think my strat is gonna simply be like, I might try to get spell stun and just roll the dice on possibly triggering a stun when he goes over limit, and then just spam the dickens out of Meteor Storm and Violent Pains and just pray he dies. I think that's what I'm just gonna have to do. Yeah, he gets it extremely fast. Like, I want to say from Douse onward, you can just die at any time. If you just get unlucky enough, you'll just die. There's just nothing you can do. Thankfully, Barbados, you don't have to worry about his MA as long as you don't do you-know-what. So even though he goes over limit, you just run away from him until it runs out and you'll be fine. Shizelle's annoying because she has like a league of spellcasters with her. So you're also on a countdown to possibly wiping them out. Kratos also kind of sucks for that reason too. He doesn't really have spellcaster, he has those demon horse enemies with him. But yeah, I gotta remember what skills to get from here. There's a lot of stuff I learned when I was messing with this at first. Okay, so let's go down the line real quick. I think I should get Taunt. Taunt is on Endless Heart +1. You can buy Endless Heart at Heliord. You need Magic Resin and Filifolia Leaf. I'm still thinking if I should bother with that. Taunt is actually pretty useful to have in there because anytime you're like really close to getting a bar filled, Taunt can really like close the gap. And Tidal Wave is out for so long, you can usually just fit in a Taunt right before you're open to getting hit by anything. So if you want to, you know, you throw a Taunt in while the Tidal Wave spell's going off. Let's see, what's King Size Belt +1? That's also Magic Resin. My god. Yeah, I run Wonder Symbol. So, a skill I'm going to get on the Psychedelia +1, it's called Spellin', and allows a spellcaster to move faster after using a spell. Because as you know, after you cast it, you're kind of stuck in animation before you can move again. But that skill allows you to move, you know, have less recovery frames after using a spell. It does stack with the Wonder Symbol, which has the same effect. So using them both together, you have very little recovery time after using a spell. So therefore, you can spam Tidal Wave even more, or Meteor Storm even more. I think it benefits Meteor Storm more than Tidal Wave. Because as you can see, all those meteors on screen usually can overwhelm anything. So yeah, that's definitely a combo I'm going to use. I've heard about it crashing some people before. I'm surprised it hasn't crashed on me. It definitely makes my frame rate go down on PS3. Okay, so Psychedelic +1. Oh snap! Need Yorzo fruit. Where do I get that? Alright, you can steal it from EX Rhino, Bigger Balloon, Killer Bee. What's an EX Rhino? Oh, that's the place. Isn't that next to... That's next to the hot springs, I believe. Okay, so I think I can grab that because I gotta go over there anyway. Not only for the EX dungeons really close to there. There's a rock formation over there for the Sword Dancer quest, and there's also the Griffin we have to fight over there. Yeah. That makes sense. Yuzo fruit. Yuzoria. It's a 20% steal rate, but with steal boost it's 70%, so it's not that bad. But there's two other choices. Bigger Balloon, I know where that's at. That's at Naukabanda. Killer Bee, where is that at? Oh! Yeah, that's at, That's in that area where Bloody Beak's at. Alright, see you later. I think it would be better to go after the Rhino, though. Because there's all that stuff I have to do over there anyway. And I have to go on the Giganto killing spree at some point. So yeah, I think when we go to fight Griffin, either before or after, I think it'd probably be better to fight it before, since you have to wait on that thing to appear anyway, and it doesn't always instantly appear. But if he does appear super duper fast, I guess just fight him. Get it over with. And then after that, just switch to repeat, get to the Rhino, and steal it. How many do we need? Okay, we need 2 of them, so we'll probably have to do 2 fights. The other thing is a main, which that's dropped by 1,000,000 different monsters, so I might end up having that anyway. Oh, hippos drop it too, which a hippo's a monster over there. If not, there's a monster you can steal it from in the Crystal Lands. So that's also convenient, because you have to go through there. Nah, the Killer Bee is in the area where Rillouise Hollow is. That Grand Canyon looking spot. Yeah, he's over there. Okay, well, that's not too hard to get. Not sure if I'll go for Endless Heart, though. Do I need critical magic that bad? I guess I'll just have to test and see if I can do without it. I just want taunt. But I think I'll have to get that to get it. Do I have magic resin even right now? What's the chances of me even having something like that? Yeah, I don't think I have it. Yeah, I don't. Which, again... Wait, how do I have this? I already have Yorzo fruit? How? Did it drop from the Stampede fight? I think I'll fight some monsters there that can drop it. Hold on. I should not have this. Oh yeah, the EX Rhinos appear in that fight. Okay, they dropped it. Oh dude, I could get this without having to go over there. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, those monsters there could drop it. I got 4 of these there too. Okay. Alright, I need to write a note about that. Okay, okay. That is incredibly convenient. I didn't even think I'd have a chance like that. Alright. So that covers that. Let's look into magic resin then. I need to see if there's like any quick spot I could grab it, because some of these materials you can just grab for free from somewhere, but unfortunately there's not a lot of information about freebies like that. I might have to look at the perfect guide about that and see if there's any spot. It's like air stones, you can get 3 of them for free in the Oasis right before Medusa. You need air stones and geostones to make limit quad, which increases your over limit bars to 4. Where in the world? Okay, Leaf Bat is in Kiev Mach, actually. I could probably just steal that. I have to go to Kiev Mach anyway. That has a 20% steal rate. Yeah, you know what? Let's just steal that. There's no reason not to. Then there's Filifolia leaves. You need 4 of those. Yeesh. Do I even have any of those? I think the best shot I have at getting those at the beginning of the game, but I usually sell them for money. So I don't think I'd have that. Nah, I don't. I don't really fight any more of those throughout the rest of the game. Okay. There's a lot of monsters that can drop this, though. Let me check. Can I fight Filifolias in Koi Woods when I go back? So it should be here. There's no Axe Beaks. They can appear in the Axe Beak fights. There's gotta be like... Yeah. So I could just... When I come back here, when I fight Chimera Butterfly, I could just steal these. How many are in this fight? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Easy. Just like that. Wait, it shows you like the set of monsters that are in each of these fights? Where are you getting that from? Okay, there you go. That's 4. Oh, you're talking about the Monster Stampede. Yeah, like, so Killer Bees are there too, so no wonder I got 4. Okay. Yeah, that's an amazing way to get it, actually. And then the only remaining thing is buying the weapon. Do I have to buy it though? Is there not a chest somewhere with this? Check. I don't remember if you did or didn't. Yeah, it's only in the shop. Okay, I'll have to buy that before fighting Jaeger 1? I think that's the best time to do it. Damn, I'll have to keep that like throughout the whole game. Just to save a second trip. There's no reason you should go back to that place after that. That's if I go through with this. I can always see if I can manage without it, but having a taunt skill would just help for those moments. Okay. Let me note all this stuff. Alright, I'll check it out. How many mains do I have? Wait a minute. Could none of those monsters drop one? Yeah, it doesn't look like I got any. Okay. Well, the rhinos were in that fight. I guess they just didn't drop any. Okay, let me check where this monster's at in Crystal Lands. See where they placed this monster. I run through that place a lot, but I don't exactly remember where they would put this thing. It's called Monico. Looks like a rhino to me, but I don't remember encountering anything like that. Look, I'll just link you the page. It'll be easier that way. Ah. Thanks, Holy Bottle.
食らっちまった。
無事なのか？
こ
says it has the rain, though. Maybe that's why I've never seen it. Yeah, I think it's gotta be raining. I didn't even catch that part. Alright. There's a warp at the end. We'll just take it back out. Okay. I don't know if I'll do that. I might just... Shoot, I might just... EX Unicorns drop this? What? Anyway. I don't have any tents, so I can't even change the day yet. Alright. I'm just gonna check this. I'm more than likely not gonna do this in the run, though. But I'm just curious. I think the best way to handle this is just get the mains from the beginning of the game. Just kill more rhinos at the beginning of the game. So instead of getting just one, as I normally do in the new game run, we go for 3. 3 in total, that is. So we get the one for the wing boots and the rest of the 2 for the psychedelica later on. Which, you know, it's more item hell, but at the same time, I'd rather just get something like that out of the way. Because looking at these other monsters that drop it, I feel like they're going to be too weak to try to do these fatal strikes on. And I'm going to have to go get the +1 damage weapons made or something like that just to do this. And that might not be worth it. Why does a hippo drop a main, though? Aren't those things bald? How the hell does that thing have a main? Wait, the day didn't change. What? Did that event mess it up? Oh my god, I'm out of money! How? How am I this broke? Unbelievable. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, there it is. Now it's raining. It was confusing me because you don't hear it. And I thought you would, because at the beginning of the game when it's raining you hear it from inside. I feel like I probably would have skipped it a few times and didn't even know. Damn. That's really strange of them to do that. Alright. I never thought about coming to this place when it's raining. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Oh, I can't switch. There's your weather exclusive monster. That's pretty early inside, I'd say. At the very least. Yep, that's it. All right. There's another one. And another. Alright, so it looks like 3. Alright. Yeah, I never thought about coming here when it's raining. Alright. Well, yeah. I will probably not do that. Because I can just simply kill rhinos at the beginning of the game and get it. So is there anything else I should be worrying about? I guess I could just go to Heliord right now. Oh yeah, you go back to this guy, he gives you the bunny outfit. The crazy thing is, she automatically equips it. I don't know why, but she just automatically puts it on. Yeah, this thing right here. So I could just buy that, because I gotta talk to that guy anyway to get the costume, because it's part of the story. So I think when she puts it on, I think I could just talk to the guy and just buy it from him. So that should be a pretty easy thing to do. The only thing I'm worried about is money. I'll have to see if it screws me up. I don't think just a simple weapon being bought should screw me up that badly. It doesn't really cost that much. And to be quite honest, now that I need 3 mains instead of just 1, I'll probably have extra money lying around anyway. Okay, so Endless Heart +1, Psychedelia +1 Alpha, Anubis. We gotta get Anubis for a convert absorption. You can buy that in Zophius. Thank God. I believe they don't sell that until... Actually, I don't know when they sell this. Is this before Zalde? I have to check that. Also, you got to come back here anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. You got to come back here for multiple reasons. For one, the Flynn invitation letters here. And number 2, to start the Necropolis side quest, you got to go to Estelle's room. So, I guess it being available there or not doesn't matter. I can't afford it because I'm broke. Don't think I need any of this stuff. And a free moon selector, so I can finally just switch between party members in battle, so I don't have to actually put them in slot 1 every single time. Huh, I know the cutscene plays there. Okay. Man, that's gonna be a lot of Rita weapons to worry about. I think this is all of them, though. There's one more weapon, but you get that in Tarkaron in the chest, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I'm pretty sure that's everything. I think I'm going to go for the aphid too, so she isn't so far behind in level. Like, she should be a lot closer to everybody else, but unlike everyone else, she only gets experience shared through a weapon upgrade. We normally don't go for that in the run, but it's like one little simple bug drop I gotta get to make that, and I think I'll do it. I think it would help if she gets Tidal Wave early. I don't know how much earlier she'll get it, but I think that covers just about every weapon I need. So I'm gonna look at more of this tomorrow, though. It's getting kind of late for me, but thanks for watching, guys. We'll plan more of this later. See you guys next time. Now no arise. Go to bed.